What's happening, 90 Sites? I am back, and I have a troubled youth. He's got an issue here that he needs some help on, so I'm going to help him out, best of my ability. All right, Magnus answers. He says, I'm 15, and there's this girl that I love. She loves me too. We kiss and everything, but we've come to this thing where we want to have sex. Is it okay if a 15-year-old has sex with a condom on? And I love your videos, and thank you for reading. You know, this one was kind of a tough one. You know, I kind of scanned through it real quick when I first saw it, and I was like, wow, you know. And here's the thing, I mean, I don't know if your father's in your life or if you have a grandfather or uncle, you know what I mean, that you go to and ask this, you know, but not Uncle Pete that gets drunk at your wedding, you know what I mean, at weddings and, you know, at your family functions, not that type of uncle. But because I feel like maybe I shouldn't be giving you this advice, or it's not my place, but I appreciate you asking me, and I'm going to treat you just like I would a son or, you know, a little brother coming to me. Okay, so I ain't gonna steer you wrong here. There's one or two ways you could go about it. If you look at the way America is and the way society is now, and they're a lot more free with sex. They're a lot more free with, you know, hey, if you're having sex, if you're gonna do it, make sure you use a condom, and you know, hey, you can't stop kids from doing what they're gonna do, so just make sure they're doing it safe, you know. And I get that whole side. Now, when I grew up, my mother told me that she didn't want me dating until I was 18, until I was out of high school. That's what she specifically told me, because she told me that girls can affect your grades in your life more than you know, because they can break your heart, they get to your emotions. Now you're at this part where you're with this girl, and this is kind of the point that I'm getting to. I mean, I don't know if you love her or not, you're in love, but you want to have sex. And I'm just going to tell you this, when you have sex, it is going to profoundly affect your emotions, how you think, how you act from then on. All right, I was a late bloomer. Okay, I didn't get a girl until I was 18. I didn't have sex till I was 22. But I remember maybe a couple years after having sex, I remember kind of sitting back, contemplating and reflecting on life and just thinking about things. I was like, she was right. Because after I'd gone through different heartbreak and issues with girls, and I remember how it affected me. I remember how it affected me at work. Like, I was more messed up over, I remember the girls I didn't have sex with. I remember the girls I did have sex with. And I remember when we broke up or we had issues. Because there's a connection involved when you have sex, more for women than for men. That's the reason why men can run around like dogs from girl to girl and not really give a damn. But women tend to get attached right after sex. Just so you know, also, you got to think about her. Think about that. You know, she's going to get very attached to you after sex. It's a possibility you could become very attached, or you may be doggish, where you don't care. It's just a feeling for you, and you want to move on or try other things. But you've got to look at that. You could get extremely hurt if she were to move on, if you were to break up. Same thing, vice versa. You know what I mean? So you got to look at that, man. If you were my little brother or my son, I'm telling you right now, I would tell you to wait as long as you possibly could without having sex. Like I said, I went to 22. You know, the old adage or whatever you want to call it is you wait till you get married. I don't know if many people can wait that long, and I get it. It's a different time period. I believe that rule definitely has its place and its pros to it. I definitely believe it does. Problem is, it has its cons, because before you're married, you already develop all the lustful feelings and the hormones, or you're getting spurts of hormones, all at an age when people don't get married, at least not in this time. If you want to go back to the 1500s, 1600s, where they married you away at 14, 15, 16. So you was ready to start having kids, plowing the farm, you know what I mean? You know, tilling the fields, all that stuff. back then, but now it ain't. You're in school, you're supposed to go into college, then when you get out of college, then you're supposed to, get a job, marry, and, and then have the children. Whoa, wait a minute. A lot of people don't get out of college until they're in their 20s or their 30s. You got what I'm saying? So that's one way you could go. If you have I don't want to be, giving this advice, but I mean, if you're like most guys, most people that age, at that point, a lot of times you do everything but that. You got what I'm saying? You do everything but that, if you know what I mean. I know it's a strong feeling. The other thing would be for me to tell you, and this is the one that I don't want you to go with, just because everybody I know that started having sex early, a lot of them all got kids. Either you're using a condom, and all of a sudden you want to try pulling out. You want to try it without a condom because it feels better without a condom, of course. And then, you want to try pulling out. Oh, well, you're not pulling out enough, or you're not pulling out in time, or you get pre-cum. When guys are, really excited, they start to leak semen. So you're leaking it inside of her, even though you ain't climaxed yet. So, that you could get her pregnant. You're 15, man. I'm telling you, try, if you can, to wait as long as possible. And, I like to say, I'm glad you came to me for the advice, but you may want to go to your father, a trusted uncle, grandfather, an older brother that's not a dog, that you respect, that you know has good principles, that's a real man, okay? The guy that you can look at even though you're young, and you would say, hey, I wouldn't mind my daughter not mating, dating him. You got what I'm saying? That's the kind of guy you want to ask the question to. I've had 2 people tell me that they wouldn't mind me dating their sister. So that's good when your homeboys tell you that. Because usually we know which boys are dogs and which ones aren't. You know what I'm saying? So, if I were you, I would tell you, you just that hot in the pants, do anything but that. And if you absolutely have to, yes, always, always, always use a condom. But I'm telling you, first and foremost, wait as long as possible. Shit. If you can get to 18, do it. If you can wait till you can get married, do it. Because it's just less risk and responsibility involved. Because if you got a child, or worse yet, if she's got a disease and she gives it to you, then what? Then you're all fucked up, right? Yeah, so I hope this helped. Hope I didn't go too long, but I wanted to get everything out that I could think about. If you're my little brother, little son, wait as long as possible. I'm telling you, son, wait as long as possible, because if you do it early, you get attached, that girl breaks your heart, your grades go in the damn toilet, you're going to be moping around, you're going to get depressed, you might be even suicidal or homicidal, and I don't need that on my conscience. So, son, stay away from it, give her kisses, write love letters, do it as long as you possibly can, all right? That's what I would tell you. Thank you. Talk to you later.